Om Sri Sai Ram. Humble salutations at the lotus feet of our Lord Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. All are welcome to the 31st part of Balvikas class group 1. Today we will learn another new stotra on Mahalakshmi. Om. 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 Namastestu Mahamaye Sribidhe Surapujite Shankha-chakra-gada haste Mahalakshmi Namostude. This sloka is the first sloka of the Mahalakshmi Ashtakam. Ashtakam means 8 stanzas. In Mahalakshmi Ashtakam, there are 8 stanzas praising Goddess Mahalakshmi. The first stanza we have taken to learn. Okay. Namastestu. Namastestu means astu. I am salutation. My salutations at your lotus feet. I prostrate before you. Mahamaya. Mahamaya means she is the one who gives the illusion that this world is there and everything we are going through is all, we think all of them are correct and truthful, etc. But actually it is illusion. We have illusion. When we have got the knowledge that it is all illusion, we will become jnanis, or we will become very wise people. Okay. So, she is the one who is giving us this Vishnu Maya. Mahamaya means Vishnu Maya. Mahalakshmi is the wife of Mahavishnu, Lord Mahavishnu. So, Mahavishnu is holding Shankha Chakra Gada Padma, isn't it, in his hands. So, Mahalakshmi is also holding all the Shankha Chakra Gada Padma in her hands. Sri Pithe, she sits on the very auspicious place. She sits only in an auspicious place. If there is any, if it is not clean, she will not sit there. So that is why she is called Sri Pitha. Sura Pujide. Sura means gods. All the gods are doing worshipping Mahalakshmi. All the gods are worshipping Mahalakshmi. That is Sura Pujide, Mahalakshmi. And she sits also in the red lotus. Saraswati Devi sits on the white lotus. Mahalakshmi sits on a red lotus. Okay. Where does she came from? Where does she come from? She came from the ocean of milk. When the Devas and Asuras wanted to take nectar out of the ocean of milk, they had to churn. They had to churn the ocean. When they started churning the ocean, with the help of the Devas and Asuras on both sides, standing both sides, and they took the Vasuki, the king of the cobras, king of the snakes, as the rope, and the Meru mountain as the churning thing. They churned and many things came out of the ocean, and Mahalakshmi also came out of this ocean of milk. And when she came out, she was so beautifully dressed and so beautiful. All her ornaments were so beautiful. And she herself was such a beauty to look at. She came straight to the Devas, and the Devas let her marry the Lord Mahavishnu. That's why she became the consort of Mahavishnu. She sits always at the lotus feet of Mahavishnu and do seva to him. Pada seva. That is, she always sits at the feet of Mahavishnu in the ocean of milk, where Mahavishnu lying on the Ananda Naga. So she also sits there, and whenever her devotees call with ardent bhakti or devotion, she runs to them, she blesses them, and she runs back to Mahavishnu and come and sit at the feet of the Lord. She doesn't want to leave him for most of the time. She will want to sit at his feet. And Lord Vishnu has given the place in her heart. God, Vishnu placed her in his heart. So Mahalakshmi stays in the heart of Mahavishnu. Understand? She has many names. She has. We will say some 2-3 names. Indira is her name. Bhargavi is her name. Vaishnavi is her name, and Kamala. And there are many other names, Padmapriya, Padmasana, like that many, whatever is with the lotus flower, whatever comes, all her names only. So it is considered that there are 8 forms of Mahalakshmi. Mahalakshmi has 8 forms. What are they? She Adi Lakshmi, Dhanalakshmi, Dhanya Lakshmi, Gada Lakshmi, Shanta Lakshmi, Dhairya Lakshmi or Veera Lakshmi, Vijaya Lakshmi, and Vidya Lakshmi. Each of the names indicates what sorts of blessings she will confer on the devotees. Vidya Lakshmi will give all sorts of education. In all fields of education, she will bless her devotees. Vijayalakshmi means whatever her devotees venture out to do, she will give them success in whatever they do if they ardently pray to her. And Veeralakshmi or Dhairyalakshmi, which she gives courage to do all work in the world, or to face all the challenges in the world. That is the meaning of Veeralakshmi. Shandalakshmi means what? She is very peaceful. Whenever her devotees want peaceful life or a very peaceful mind, she blesses them with all the peace in the world. And Gajalakshmi means she is so powerful. Gaja means elephant. So she is like, she confers on her devotees all the huge blessings she confers on her devotees. Okay. Dhanya Lakshmi means grains, all sorts of grains. We have, our food is grains, rice, wheat, so many types of bajra, so many types of grains we are eating, all the grains are cultivated and comes out nicely because of the blessings of Dhanya Lakshmi. And what is Dhanya Lakshmi? She is the goddess of all wealth in the world. Dhanya Lakshmi is the goddess. That is why all the business people and all do a special pujas on Lakshmi Puja day during the Navaratri. After the Navaratri, when the full moon, the next full moon, they all do Lakshmi Puja. Because they are all having businessmen and they are dealing with a lot of money. So they pleases God Dhanalakshmi. Adilakshmi means there is the Adilakshmi, the first Lakshmi, who came and became the wife of Mahavishnu, isn't it? That is the story on Devi. And Namastestu Mahamaye Sribidhe Surapujide Shankha Gada Haste Mahalakshmi Namostude. Today I will tell you a small story. You all know Mahatma Gandhi, he is the father of our nation. What was the dress he was wearing? Have you noticed? He did not. In the beginning, when he was in South Africa as a lawyer and all that, he used to wear coat, suit, everything like lawyers. And after, when he came back to India and found that the British are treating the Indians very badly, he left all the foreign clothes like coat, suit, etc. He left and he changed the Gujarati dress. In the Gujarati dress also, great dress, and the turban is there. Then there is a there is a dhoti, there is a shirt, and over that shirt there is an overcoat and all, very finely dressed. He was also dressed like that, finely dressed, and once he took a journey by train, by third class compartment, by the very common compartment, general compartment. He wanted to know the actual situations of India, whatever the people of India is facing. So he wanted to see. So he traveled like a commoner, very commoner, in the dress, properly dressed like a Gujarati. He was traveling, and when he came to Andhra Pradesh, the Godavari railway station, they got down. Rajamandri, I think it is Rajamandri. They got there, and that day he will go around the places there. So he was to take a bath in the Godavari river. Godavari is one of the sacred rivers of India. So he wanted to take a bath in the Godavari river. So he and some of his friends, some of the people with him, they all went to the Godavari river and started. He went into the river, and he took all his dress outside, and wearing a small dhoti towel, he went into the river and started taking a bath. Then what did he see? He saw a woman. In the next cut means there are cuts to go into the river. You can't just go to river like that. There are bathing cuts. Only through the cuts you can go. Otherwise you will fall into the deep water, and accidents may happen. So through the cuts only we should enter a river. So he saw that in the next cut a woman was bathing. Her sari was on the sand, getting dried in the sun, and she was holding her hand like this and bathing, and she's not coming out of the water. The water is very cold, and she's not coming out of the water. Then Mahatma Gandhi, then it was Gandhiji was not Mahatma Gandhi, was only Gandhi. He understood that poor woman, she has only one sari, and that sari is already on the river bank getting dried. She cannot come out because so many people are standing in the next cut. They will see if she comes out. So she has to wait till all of them have gone. So she is waiting in the water because she has no dress on her. How can she come out like that? Understanding that, what Mahatma Gandhi did, he took out his dhoti from the dhoti is very like sari only, it is very long cloth. He took out the dhoti from the bank and took it, and he, through the water, he just sent it to her. And when the dhoti came near her, he snatched it very quickly. She snatched it very quickly and covered herself. And this Gandhiji, his eyes started crying because he could not bear the compassion, so much compassion he has for her. He could not bear to see that one of his people, one of the Indian is not even having a dress to change after a bath. So much poverty is in the place. So he felt so sad, and he decided that he will not, from that day onwards, he decided that he will discard all this paraphernalia of coat, paraphernalia of dhoti and turban and all that. He left everything and he started to wear one piece of cloth, one small piece of towel-like cloth on his body. From that day onwards, he never wore any such paraphernalia of great dresses or anything. Even when he went to England to see the Queen and to have a round table meeting for the talk about the freedom of India, etc. When he went there also, he did not change his dress. He only took that one cloth on his body, and there it is so cold. People, out of sympathy and out of concern, insisted that in England he must wear at least even in sweater and coat, but at least he should cover himself with a shawl. That is the only time he took that shawl, and he will only have a small and a small shawl on his shoulder. That was the common Indian man's dress. So he also accepted that dress as his dress code. That is what shows his greatness. All great men always are concerned. They will say only what they do. They do, they say, and they after doing only they will tell others to do the same. First, we can all make speeches on do this, do that, etc., without doing anything. That is the way common people like us do. But he was a great man. That is why he is called Mahatma. So he did. First, he discarded all his great clothes and then started to wear a cloth like common man of India, and then asked the people to have Swadeshi. Swadeshi means the cloth made at home in India. To discard all the Videshi, and the foreign clothes. To discard all the foreign clothes and wear only clothes which is made in India. Like that. Like he led the freedom movement forward, and he won freedom for India. With that, I stop this class. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Swasti prajabhya paripalayandam jnanena margena mahisham go brahmanebhya shubhamastu nityam samasta lokaha sukhino bhavantu samasta lokaha sukhino bhavantu samasta lokaha sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Jai Sai Ram.